dunk by Edey.
From
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Mitchell, good.
And standing just 6'1". Amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
To the inside. And the dunk by Edey.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense. He's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
Yeah, that shot almost feels like a layup for Steph at this point in his career.
And Booker with the jam.
Not a lot of resistance from the D.
That's the last guy you want to leave open.
If you get that much daylight, only one thing is on your mind, a strong finish.
And here's Detroit. Out to Leonard. Holmgren, left side. There's the three. They get it again. And the dunk by Edey.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Nice shot by Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Let's go with a three. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. The rebound by Edey. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Detroit shooting their first free throw this game.
Well, you gotta love Booker's approach to the game. He usually gets his shots within the flow of the offense, and he's an excellent playmaker as well.
Edwards with it. Now guarded by Curry. And Edwards, here we go. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Williams in the post. Outside Wembanyama. The three from Curry. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. The Pistons leading. Edwards. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
He is dialed in right now. Perfect from the field this quarter.
Yeah, Spider going right at him. Just zero fear.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Edey with a steal. And here's Edwards outside. Goes back up. And it's laid up and in by Holmgren. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Detroit.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And how about all of these offensive rebounds they've been getting to? Just remarkable energy and persistence. It's just flat out outworking your opponent.
Both teams will make substitutions.
let's hear it for your Knicks 7-half squad.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. 7-point differential. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Murray. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Here's Murray. And here's Wembanyama.
And even though it's still early, they have got to get more aggressive out there.
Pass to Jackson. And Jackson gets double-teamed. For three, George.
Paul George.
Sinks the tray.
3-point goal.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
Yep, that one goes.
This is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
From deep Sar. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
You have to defend the three. Oh, man! Look out below!
And we see the speed and the power. And Williams shows off on that one. Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
13 foul.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
New York shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length is just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all. Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Murray for three. The rebound by Detroit. Jumps up. And George with the jam.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
To the middle. 2 on the clock.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
15.
A big-time effort for Zach Edey. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Boy, the Pistons have been rolling along.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
Brandon Ingram.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now. And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
That'll be a Pistons.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it." And what does his team want from him? He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Brian?
An impact player. Thank you, Allie.
Make some noise.
The Pistons lead by 16. Here's Edwards. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Come on, just put the ball in the hole.
And out of bounds, Detroit will have it.
Detroit ball.
And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Assisted by.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The three from Curry. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Curry from deep three-point land. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Knicks trail by 18. And a deep three from Curry. Rebound by Jackson.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
The size, the length. Holmgren, just a beast inside.
Leonard can't get it to go.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
And that one's good. Jaren Jackson Jr. for three.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Offensive board. And again, the Knicks missing.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Into the lineup for New York, number 13.
Detroit leading by 23. And going back to high school in North Carolina. 4 state championships for Brandon Ingram, Tim.
Yeah, Brian, he made a name for himself early as the #2 pick in 2016. He was an all-star and then most improved in 2020. The question is, can he get back to winning at the highest level?
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
First team foul.
Now here's Leonard.
Now,
Still without a bucket.
New York Knicks, number 35, Rudy Gobert.
Jackson, right side. 4 on the clock. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Detroit shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
A member of the NBA 75 team, Kawhi's done pretty much everything on the court. Multiple Finals MVP, multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. I mean, we're watching an all-timer in Leonard.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Booker's got 8.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Oh, he is more than capable of hurting you from the three-point line. Ingram knows how dangerous that shot is.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. possession. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Outside Curry. To end the run. Detroit with a rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Knicks. Randall can't hit.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
First personal foul.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of a modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Here's Randall, driving to the basket, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, Randall's so powerful on the take. Really tough for a defender to get in front.
For 3, George knocks down the long J. George has got 13.
Well, a couple made threes in the first quarter, and he's not slowing down after drilling another one.
They get it back. Pass to Kamara. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Down low. Oh, George with a steal. Pass to Ingram from the arc. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
New York ball.
And here's Murray. Randall on the screen. Got it up. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Detroit on top. Just dominating this one. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Wembanyama screen. Pass to Curry. Here's the 3. The Pistons clear it.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And the Knicks making a change here. Now a timeout called by New York. All right, Tim, back in 1996, you led the league in three-point percentage. You shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, B.A., it shows you how much the game has changed. I had the green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
And Detroit making a change here. New York with the ball. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
It's on Anthony Edwards.
Team foul.
And Mitchell is an active scorer, which forces defenders to foul him often.
Outside Edwards. Kicks it to George. Fires in the triple. George has got 16 points.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Wembanyama screen. The three from Curry.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Pass to Edey. And now the Knicks on the break. For three, Randall. He drops it from range. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, as a shooter, Randall can be practically automatic. He gets the ball and immediately has a shot cooking. Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Let's go, New York. Put your hands together for your Knicks.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And here's Edwards outside. On target from range. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent on our television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there.
And stolen by Jackson. Here's Castle. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up. His third triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And here's Detroit. And Stephen Curry's been so good for so long. Tim, we tend to forget that early ankle injuries held him back.
Yeah, really, Brian, hard to imagine what he's overcome. Surgery in seasons 2 and 3, then strengthened his lower body and got those ankle braces. Sports medicine has unleashed a killer.
Here's Curry. The layup misses.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Curry with it. Castle covering. Pass to Wembanyama. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Holmgren. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holmgren's got 8.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
2 minutes.
Here's Curry. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. They recover it. 5 to shoot. Pass to Mitchell. New York, no good that time either.
and he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Outside Curry. From deep three-point range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Here's Castle. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Pistons ball.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan, yes, 8 foot, Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Now here's Edwards. 9 points in the game. Holmgren. To the left wing. The three, Randall. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Please give a big round of applause.
Timeout called, the Knicks. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Now here's Porter. Outside Murray. From downtown. Nails it from three. Murray's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Booker no good.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Murray from outside. George outside. Here he goes. And it's New York with a rebound. On the wing, Murray. Cash assisting on the play with Porter. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage.
73.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Outside Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
And he gets the bucket.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Onto the floor.
And the Knicks making a change here.
Number 40.
Here's Murray. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Murray. New York working the ball around now. Over to the left wing. White with the steal. Ooh, Gobert with the steal. Murray with it. And it's Edey picking him up. Here's Murray. From deep. Sarr pulls it in. George in the post. Puts up a three. And it's New York with a rebound. Pass to Edgecombe. Basket's good. Edgecombe got his first points of the game.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
White for three. Drains the triple.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay. Well, he would like to forget that first half, but he has found something out there now.
And Booker throws it down.
A three-level scoring threat. Booker finds a seam, and he hits it.
Murray for three. It's rebounded by George. And it's Detroit with the ball. White, good.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
That's the flag. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
Yeah, excellent setup for flag. He's on his spot, lined up. All he needed was the ball in his hands.
53.
And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
And we've got a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Julius Randle. Allie, what'd you learn?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for New York provided some information. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. The good news from the training staff is that they do think he could play on it, so he won't have to miss minutes. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you.
Well, that's an injury no player wants to deal with, but as we know, so many guys have dealt with it at some point.
In transition. And Gobert with the stuff.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Man, you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Pass to Booker. Jackson left side. All alone. And the shot falls short that time. And here are the Knicks now. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his third foul of the game. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
And you love seeing Holmgren go strong at the rim.
And a deep three from Curry. Oh, got a piece of it.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Pistons.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation.
Wow, with some power.
Wow, going to the top floor.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
And a deep three from Curry. Curry with another miss. Detroit with the ball. It's been 10 straight unanswered.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
And with the size and the skill set, how are you supposed to stop Wemby?
Blocking foul called on Donovan Mitchell. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
He's off on the first.
Anthony Edwards. At the line, 2 shots.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Now here's Curry. Wembanyama screen. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Third team foul.
That one misses.
Stephen Curry. At the line.
And he's good on the second. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter. Leonard for 3. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.